Good day, MATH-tinikz! Now we're going to solve a problem about arithmetic sequence and arithmetic series with answer and solution. Now let me give you first the formula for the arithmetic sequence. We have a sub n equals a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times the common difference, where a sub n is the last term or the nth term. N is the term position or the number of terms. And D is the common difference. And A sub 1 is the first term. Now, here is the arithmetic series formula. We have S sub n is equal to n over 2 times 2a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d, where S sub n is the sum of all terms. Now, n is the term position and the number of terms. And d is again the common difference. And a sub 1 is also the first term. Are you ready, MATH-tinikz? Okay, let's go!
Problem number 1. What are the first and the last term of arithmetic sequence when the arithmetic means are 35, 15, and negative 5? When we say arithmetic mean, sila yung nasa gitna. Example in the sequence, 2, 4, and 6. Sino ang nasa gitna sa tatlo? Si 4. Therefore, in the sequence 2, 4, 6, C4 is our arithmetic mean. Another example, kung marami ng arithmetic means. Example, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. What are the arithmetic means of 2 and 10? Sino daw yung arithmetic nila? Sino ang nasa gitna ni 2 and 10? Sino-sino ba sila? Si 4, si 6, and 8. Therefore, the arithmetic mean of 2 and 10 are 4, 6, 8. Now, dito sa ating problem, what are the first term and the last term of an arithmetic sequence when the arithmetic means are 35, 15, and negative 5? 35, 15, and negative 5, sila yung arithmetic mean. Therefore, sila ang nasa gitna. Sa sequence, 35, 15, and negative 5. Ang tanong, sino daw yung first term? So, sino ang nandito? Yung first term at yung last term. Sino daw ang nandito? Para malaman natin, gagamitin natin ang formula ng arithmetic sequence. The formula for the arithmetic sequence, a sub n equals a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times the common difference. A sub n is the last term. Ngayon, ang gagamitin nating a sub n dito, kung gusto nyong unahin si first term, ang gagamitin nating last term is si negative 5. Bakit si negative 5? Kasi hindi pa natin alam sino ang last term. Kaya gamitin muna natin si negative 5 as the last term. So, negative 5 and a sub 1 yung kukunin natin kung sino si a sub 1 dito. So, a sub 1, siya yung hinahanap natin at ang n. Ang n, magbabase ito kung sino ang ginamit mo as first term at the last term. Since ang ginamit mo as the first term is itong term na to at the last term is a negative 5, bibilangin natin mula sa first term hanggang dito. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kaya, n is equal to 4. Now, the common difference, D. Ilan ba ang common difference natin? Para makuha natin ang common difference, isusubtract mo lang si 15 kay 35 or si negative 5 kay 15. So, 15 minus 35 is equal to negative 20. So, therefore, negative 20 is our common difference. Now, this value here, we're going to substitute this into our formula. The value of our a sub n is negative 5. And the value of our first term, wala pa. So, just copy a sub 1 plus the value of our n is 4 minus 1 times the common difference to negative 20. Copy negative 5, copy a sub 1 plus 4 minus 1 is equal to 3 times negative 20. Copy negative 5, copy a sub 1 plus 3 times negative 20 is equal to negative 60. Now, para makuha natin si a sub 1, we need to transpose 60 dito. Using the additive inverse, gagamitin natin ang opposite sign ni negative, which is the positive. So, plus 60 din dito to balance the equation. Cancel, dahil magiging 0 na to. Ang naiwan, a sub 1 and negative 5, since they are not the same sign, we're going to subtract. Then 60 minus 5 is equal to 55. That is our first term. Now, kung gusto nyong hanapin ang ating last term, mas madali na lang kasi alam na natin ang common difference. Paano ba natin makuha ang ating last term? I-add mo lang ang preceding term sa ating common difference. Ang ating preceding term sa last term is si negative 5. Negative 5 plus negative 20, which is the common difference, that is equal to negative 25. That is our last term. And our first term is positive 55. Problem number 2. How many terms in an arithmetic sequence whose first term is negative 3, common difference is 2, and the last term is 23? Para hindi tayo malito, isulat muna natin lahat ng given. When we say a sub 1, this is the first term. D stands for the common difference. A sub n stands for the last term, and n is the number of terms or the number of the term position. Okay. A sub 1, sino ba ang first term natin in the given problem? Our first term is negative 3. First term. So, write negative 3. And the common difference in the given problem is 2. And the last term in the given problem is 23. N is yung hinahanap natin. Ilang term ang meron? Kung meron siyang negative 3 as the first term, meron siyang last term na 23 at common difference na 2. So, substitute a sub n. The value of a sub n is equal to 23. The value of a sub 1 is equal to negative 3. Plus, copy n, since siya yung hinahanap natin, and copy minus 1 times the common difference, 2. Copy 23. Copy negative 3. And, you're going to multiply 2n. 2 times n is equal to 2n. And 2 times negative 1, that is equal to negative 2. Next, combine like terms in this side. Sino ba ang magkaparihan na term dito? Si negative 3 at si negative 2. Kasi pariha sila, walang variable. Samantala, si 2n, meron siyang variable na n. So, we're going to add negative 3 and negative 2. Since they are the same sign, we're going to add. So, copy first 23 and negative 3 plus negative 2, that is equal to negative 5. And copy 2n. Para maiwan dito si 2n, mag-a-add tayo kay negative 5 ng 5. Bakit? Positive 5. Kasi hindi na sila pareha ng sign. Pag hindi na sila magkapareha ng sign, masusubtract sila. dahil nag-add ka ng 5 dito na side, mag-add ka din dito na side. So, cancel na siya kasi it becomes 0. And ang naiwan is si 2n. And 23 plus 5, that is equal to 28. And para maiwan si 2 dito, o si n, i-divide natin 2 ng 2. Nag-divide ka dito ng 2. To balance the equation, you're going to divide 2 here. So, cancel. Ang naiwan is equal n. And 28 divided by 2, that is equal to 14. So, there are 14 terms when the first term is negative 3 and the last term is 23 and the common difference is 2. Problem number 3. Find the sum of the first 12 terms of the sequence whose general term is 3n plus 5. Ngayon, hahanapin daw natin yung sum ng first 12 terms. Ngayon, dahil hindi natin alam kung sino-sino ang mga term na nandito, gagamitin natin ang general term na 3n plus 5. Ang kukunin lang natin is ang first term, second term. Paano natin makukuha ang first, second gamit si 3n plus 5? So, a sub n is equal to 3n plus 5. Unahin natin first term. A sub 1 equals 3 times n is the term position here. So, pang ilan ang kukunin natin? Pang una. So, 1 ang ilalagay natin dito. So, plus 5 equals 3 times 1 is equal to 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. So, our first term in the sequence is 8. Now, meron na tayong first term. Doon naman tayo sa second term. Gamit pa rin si a sub n equals 3n plus 5. So, a sub 2, since the value of our n here is 2, term position, pang ilan ang kukunin natin? So, the second term. 2 ang ilalagay natin as n. So, 3 times the term position na kukunin natin, si 2 plus 5. So, 3 times 2 is equal to 6 plus 5 is equal to 11. So, our second term is 11. Tayong first term and second term, kunin natin si common difference. Paano natin kukunin si common difference? The D. Isi-subtract lang natin si 11 kay 8. So, 11 minus 8, that is equal to 3. And this is our common difference. Since meron na tayong common difference, pwede na nating isolve ang sum nila. Kahit wala si 3, si third term, si fourth term, si 5, abot kay 11. So, using the formula, S sub n is equal to n over 2 times 2a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times the common difference. A sub n is the sum, yung hahanapin natin. Our a sub 1 is equal to 8. Na-solve na natin kanina. And our n is the number of terms. Ilang terms ang kukunan natin ng sum? There are 12 terms. So, 12 ang ating ilalagay dito. Next is the common difference. Yung common difference natin na na-solve is 3. So, substitute value of S sub n, wala. Kasi yun ang hinahanap natin. The value of n is equal to 12. So, 12, copy 2 times 2. What is the value of our a sub 1? That is equal to 8. Multiply. Plus, n is equal to 12 minus 1 times the common difference, 3. So, 12 divided by 2, that is equal to 6. And 2 times 8 is equal to 16, plus 12 minus 1 is equal to 11 times 3. equals, copy 6, and 16 plus 11 plus times 3 is equal to 33. And 16 plus 33, that is equal to 49. So copy 6 first and 49. And multiply. Now the sum of the first 12 terms of the sequence whose general term is 3n plus 5 is equal to 294. Problem number 4. Find the sum of the first 25 multiples of 8. Ano ang ibig sabihin ng multiples of 8? Sa madaling salita, sila yung number na divisible by 8. Or kung ifa-factor mo ang isang number, makikita mo ang 8. Example, 16. Ano ba ang factor ng 16? Diba ang factor ng 16 is 2 times 8. So, there is 8. Therefore, si 16, isa siya sa multiples ni 8. Another is 8. Ano bang factors ni 8? 1 times 8. So, therefore, si 8 is also the multiple of 8. Now, para mas madali, gamitin natin ang given. Given, S sub n is yung sum. Kukunin natin ang sum ng first 25 multiples of 8. Now, sino ang first term natin dito? Ang first term natin na gagamitin is 8. Bakit si 8? Kasi from 1 to 8, only 8 is divisible of 8. Or only 8 has the factor of 8. Si 1, wala naman siyang factor na 8. Si 2, wala din siyang factor na 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, wala siyang factor na 8. So, therefore, our first term is 8. Now, the number of terms. Ilan ang kukunan mo ng sum? There are 25. First 25 ang kukunan mo ng sum. So, 25 ang n natin. Now, the common difference. Ang common difference natin dito is 8. Bakit 8? Kasi ang 8, pag inadan mo ng 8, magiging 16. And 16 is divisible of 8. Or, pag i-factor mo ang 16, meron siyang factor na multiples of 8. Now, substitute all the values in the formula. The value of S sub n, wala. Kasi siya yung hahanapin natin. Now, the value of n is equal to 25. Copy over 2 and times 2. The value of a sub 1, that is equal to 8. Plus, the value of n, that is equal to 25. Copy minus 1 and times the common difference, which is equal to 8. Now, copy 25 over 2. And 2 times 8 is equal to 16. Plus 25 minus 1, that is equal to 24. And copy 8. Now, copy 25 again over 2 and 16 plus 24 times 8, that is equal to 192. And copy again 25 over 2 times 16 plus 192, that is equal to 208. And 25 times 208 equals 5,200 divided by 2, that is equal to 2,600. And this is our S sub n, the sum of terms of the first 25 multiples of 8. Another problem. Find the sum of the numbers between 1 to 41, which are divisible by 4. Now, the sum, yung kukunin natin. Sum ng number that are divisible by 4 between 1 and 41. Now, our first term here is 4. Why 4? Because 1 to 4, 1 is not divisible by 4. 2 also is not divisible by 4. 3 is not divisible by 4. And 4 is the only number that is divisible by 4 from 1 to 4. So therefore, our first term is 4. Now, the number of terms. Hindi natin alam. Ngayon, hindi natin alam ilan ang number na divisible by 4 between 1 to 41. We cannot proceed using this formula without the number of terms. So, the common difference is 4. Why 4? Because when we add 4 plus 4, that is equal to 8. And 8 is divisible by 4. And we add another 4 that is equal to 12. And 12 is also divisible by 4. And we add another 4 that is equal to 16. And 16 is divisible by 4. Therefore, 4 is our common difference. Now, to find n, we're going to use the arithmetic sequence formula. Now, what is our last term? Our last term is 40. Why 40? Because 41 is not divisible by 4. That is why 41 is not counted. And what is the number that is nearer to 41 that is divisible by 4? Only 40. So 40 is our last term, not the 41. Now, what is our number of terms? And this is our unknown. Now, what is the common difference? That is equal to 4. Now, substitute all the given and the arithmetic sequence formula. The value of a sub n is equal to 40. The value of our first term is equal to 4 plus n minus 1 times the common difference 4. So 40, copy 4, plus 4 times n is equal to 4n. And 4 times 1, that is equal to negative 4. Again, combine like terms. The common terms here is 4 and negative 4. Not the 4n, because 4n has the variable, while positive 4 and negative 4 has no variable. So they are the common terms. Now, copy 40, and 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. Why we subtract? Because they are not the same sign. This is positive 4 and this is negative 4. Not the same sign, we're going to subtract. And that is equal to 0. And ang naiwan dito is only 4n. Now, para maiwan si n dito, we need to divide by 4. Because 4 divided by 4, that is equal to 1. And, or cancel, that is equal to n. Since you divide 4, here, we need to divide 4 on the other side to balance the equation. Cancel n. Cancel 4, that is equal to n. And 40 divided by 4, that is equal to 10. So, there are 10 terms between 1 and 41 that are divisible by 4. Since we have now the value of n, which is equal to 10, we can now find the sum of the numbers between 1 to 41 which are divisible by 4. Just substitute. The number of n is 10 over 2 times the first term, which is 4, plus the number of n, the n, which is equal to 10 minus 1 times the common difference 4, and simplify. 10 divided by 2, that is equal to 5, and 2 times 4 equals 8, plus 10 minus 1 is equal to 9, times 4, that is equal to 36. And copy 5, 8 plus 36, it is equal to 44, and 44 times 5, that is equal to 220. So the sum of the numbers between 1 to 41 that are divisible by 4 is equal to 220. Last problem. Find the sum of the odd integers from 1 to 50. Now, since sum, we're going to use the formula. Now, SM1 is our unknown. Hahanapin natin yung sum ng odd integers from 1 to 50. Now, our first term is 1. Why 1? Because 1 is already an odd integers. When we say odd integers, the numbers that are not divisible by 2. And 1 is not divisible by 2. Therefore, our first term is 1. Now, our common difference is 2. Why 2? Because when we add to our first term 1 plus 2, that is equal to 3. And 3 is an odd number. And when we add again 2 to our preceding term, which is 3, that is equal to 5. And 5 is also an odd integer. And 5 plus 2 is equal to 7, and 7 is also an odd integers. Therefore, our common difference is 2. Now, the number of terms. The number of terms here is not given in the problem. So, therefore, we cannot solve the sum without the number of terms. We're going to use the arithmetic sequence formula again. Now, the given for the last term is 49. Why 49? Because 50 cannot be considered as the last term because 50 is not an odd integers. 50 can be divided by into 2. That is equal to 25. And 49 we cannot divide into 2. So therefore, 49 and the number that is nearer to 50, between 1 to 50, that is 49. So therefore, the last term is 49. And the a sub n, our first term, is 1. The number of terms, which is the unknown, and the common difference is 2. And just substitute all the given here on our formula. The value of our a sub n is equal to 49. The first term, which is 1, plus the number of terms, just copy, minus 1, and the common difference, 2. So, 49, copy, 1, plus, distribute 2 times n, is equal to 2n. 2 times negative 1, that is equal to negative 2. And again, combine like terms. The common terms here is 1 and negative 2. Now, copy 49 and 1 and negative 2, they are not the same sign. So, we need to subtract. So, 1 minus 2, that is equal to negative 1 plus 2n. So, that 2n will remain here. Ang maiwan dito is only 2n. So, we need to transpose using the opposite sign of the negative, which is positive, para ma-zero ang side na to. So, since you add 1 here, we need to add 1 to the other side to balance the equation. So, cancel, it becomes to 0. And ang naiwan is only 2n. So, 49 plus 1 is equal to 50. And para maiwan si n dito, we need to divide both sides by 2. Cancel, is equal to n. And 50 divided by 2, that is equal to 25. So, there are 25 odd integers between 1 to 50. Since we have now the number of terms between 1 to 50 that are odd integers,
we can now find the sum of odd integers from 1 to 50. Substitute the value of n, that is equal to 25, copy over 2, times 2, and the value of our first term is equal to 1, plus the number of terms, that is equal to 25, minus 1 times the common difference, 2. Copy 25 over 2. And 2 times 1 equals 2. Plus 24 minus 1, that is equal to 24, times 2 equals 48. Copy again 25 over 2. And 2 plus 48, that is equal to 50. And 25 times 50, that is equal to 1,250 divided by 2 equals 625. So the sum of odd integers from 1 to 50 equals 625.